Hi guys. Hi everyone, just a quick one just to run through the new release highlights. So first thing we're just going to run through is the deals. So my name's Sam. If we haven't spoken before, I'm part of the UK customer success team.
And I'm Amina. I'm also part of the UK customer success team here at Vincherry.
Cool. So let's just jump into my training site and let's head into just firstly how you're just going to set up. So really quick, for those who aren't familiar with deals, all it is just a separate bit of functionality that allows you to manage sort of larger projects outside of like a company contact or sort of your jobs or application pipeline. So all you need to do, head into settings. You want to head into marketplace. This is a permission, guys, so if you don't have it, don't panic. It's just your admin will need to provide it to you, and you'll see just here Vincherry deals. You want to jump onto that, you want to enable it, and then you want to enable it for specific people within Vincherry, so within your company. Click save. What you'll then be able to do is you'll then be able to head on to show more and then head into deals just there. So if we just jump onto it, really quickly, the first couple of things that have just changed is just your UI updates. So really simple, just user experience, what it actually looks like. Some of you might be familiar with it, some of you might not be. You'll just see you've got a stats option just here. All this is showing you is how many deals you've got, so how many current deals or just overall deals within your pipelines, how many jobs are associated, how much in terms of forecast revenue is associated to those individual deals, and then how much have you actually booked yet. So you'll see I've got 6.5 mil that's forecasted and then 0 currently booked. So a lot to build, not much build already. You'll then see if I jump onto one of the deals, you'll just see the headlines change a little bit. So this headline just up here, like the header of the specific deal, has obviously got the name, it's got the company, it's got the contact, it's then got the forecast revenue, how many jobs are associated to it, and what the headcount is of those cumulative jobs. You've then just got the owner, which is myself, and then you've got the individual status just there. What you've also got as well is just these divided tabs just down here, which is slightly different to what it was previously. So basically we just split out all of the individual tabs. You'll remember from the deals previously, so before this update, that it just had a list of individual tabs running across, similar to like the candidate or the contact profiles. You can see now this is just split out. So we've now split out, for example, the company and the fee information, so it lies just completely separately. So that's just really quick, just update on the UI. You'll see most of the navigation, most of the sort of UI is relatively similar. It's just split out a few of the individual tabs. Amina, do you want to jump into the first proper update?
Yeah, so one of the new updates is now we have a quick view. So Sam, if you just jump out of this page with the X, and then what you'll see now is the quick view button. So if you click into that, you'll see all of the key information we've just seen. But what we've also introduced now is the option to switch into the full view of the profile. So yeah, this is a new implementation in there. You can just switch between the quick view and the long view of the deal.
Yeah, really simple. The second bit that we've actually just updated is just this activity log just down here. So one of those tabs that has just been picked up and moved into their own individual tab is just this activities one just here. So any comment, any task, any stage movement, any sort of closing or won or lost, or basically, to be honest, anything that's happened within the deal will just sit just here and will be nicely just sort of summarized just down here. You've then just got various filters. So I can now filter just down here between comments and tasks. I can filter between a date range, and I can just filter on users. So I might want to pull for any comment that's been logged against this individual deal within the last 3 months from Cameron. And all you do is obviously just populate all of those individual filters.
What we have next is, Sam, if you just scroll up slightly, you'll see the 3 dots at the top. If you click into this, it will pull out the action sidebar. And here you can move this deal to a different stage. You can add a comment, you can add a task, but what you can do now is you can link this deal to a job or a job lead, and you can also create a new job and link this to a deal just from the sidebar. You can do this from the checkbox as well, and next to the deal name.
Cool. Yeah, so all I've done now is just populated or connected, and an individual job, straight into this deal. So you'll see now that those jobs has just increased. The head count has just doubled now because I would have had a 3 head count on both of them. You'll see on this fees section as well, we've just split out the way, or given you an extra option, I guess, to how you can actually forecast. So really, really simple, but all this allows you to do is decide and dictate how it is that you're going to forecast based on 2 individual methods. First method is utilizing the jobs individually, combining them and creating the individual forecast. So it's going to take both of those jobs that you've currently got, depending on how you've actually forecast within those jobs, and then it's going to give you the forecast fee just here. You've then got the apply from deal forecast. Now what this is going to give you, this is essentially just going to give you your deal value and then your forecast percentage of deal value. So really, really different. It just depends on what it is that's actually going to give you the revenue. Is it an individual job? So are you actually, when you sign this deal, are you generating 500 grand or 5 mil in this case? Or is the deal itself actually not generating you any revenue? Is it the individual jobs that make up the deal? For example, you might be doing an RPO, for example, let's take this one, an RPO for a North American tech company, let's say Apple. You might have 50 jobs within that RPO, but it's the individual values of those jobs that are actually making up, your fees rather than just the deal itself. If it was more of like a subscription service, or if it was just an individual fee at the start, then obviously that would be when you'd use the deal forecast just here.
What we have next is the status update. So what we just saw in the action sidebars, you can manually move deals down the pipeline. But what you can actually do here is, if you click into the box, you can auto update the deal status to 1 when one of the jobs linked to the deal is placed or closed, or all jobs that are linked to this deal are placed and closed. So you can just automate the process from here.
What you've also got as well, which is really, really simple and really just similar to the rest of the system, is just your ability to change your table views and config. So if you just jump back into the deals chevron, you can create smart views. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, smart views are just made up of specific columns. So you'll see we've added a few different columns just here. So branches, jobs, headcount, status, etc., and a few more just there. And all I can do now is just toggle them on and off when needed.
Lastly, what you have here at the top is in the quick add, you can add your deals, but what we've added in to the deal is you can now add in the group, the branch, the division, or the brand just at the bottom here. Yeah,
really, really simple. Just for those of you that are completely new to creating deals or managing deals through Vincere, it is a really, really useful tool. For those of you that are, like I mentioned, completely new, the way that you actually do it is through settings and then field configuration. So just jump onto field configuration, head straight into your deal pipelines just at the bottom, and you can create specific deal pipelines. So you'll see just here, what I've got just here is a global Apple RPO and then Tesla deals. They've both got individual stages that are completely different to each other. So what you do is you create an overarching deal, and then you create individual processes or pipeline stages within that. Because obviously your individual deals, whatever it may be, your projects are going to have different touch points. They're going to have different success points, depending on whatever they are. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Hope this all makes a lot of sense, and I hope you're all relatively familiar with it, or will be after this call. But just give us a shout if you need a hand with anything. So you can either go to our support center, or you can, which is help.vincere.io, or you can just email support@vincere.io. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Thank you, guys.